Hey guys, welcome back. When you walk down the skincare aisle at a drugstore or a grocery store, it's easy to feel a little overwhelmed. I mean, there are so many products out there. And with all those different products, how can you possibly know which ones are the best ones to use? Especially since each product claims to do these amazing things for your skin. Well, thankfully the truth is a lot simpler than the marketers would have you believe. See, first of all, most of the products in that aisle really are not that different. You have a few basic categories. You have washes and cleansers, you have moisturizers and creams, you have serums, and you have what I'm going to call specialty products. Let's start with washes and cleansers. Now these are obviously products that clean, like hand soap, body soap, and face wash. Now in most cases, the main difference between these different types of products has to do primarily with how gentle or drying they are. Usually products that are more gentle are less drying and vice versa. Hand soap, for example, is liable to be harsh so that it can really clean deep down and sanitize your hands. And your hands generally have pretty thick, tough skin, so that's okay. Body soap is going to be a little gentler, and face wash is generally going to be the gentlest of all the soaps. With one exception that we'll get to in a minute. And that's important because you definitely don't want to dry out the skin on your face. So when you wash your face, I would definitely recommend using a face wash. Now, when it comes to keeping the skin on your face looking good, keeping it clean is your number one priority. It doesn't matter how good your skin tone is if it's dirty. Plus, if you don't wash your skin, that makes you a lot more likely to get things like acne, which is, of course, never ever attractive. When it comes to buying one of these products, you do not have to spend a lot of money on a face wash. And really remember that, because if you just take this advice to heart, I mean, just buying a cheaper face wash could pay for this program many times over the course of your life. Remember, this product is only going to be in contact with your skin for like 30 seconds at a time. And an expensive face wash is really not going to do that much of a better job than an ordinary one. Most of that money is going to end up going down the drain. One of the classic face washes that always gets great reviews is called Cetaphil. It's like $10 for a huge container. You can get it, at a CVS or a Walmart or your grocery store. And it really does work great. This is what I use a lot of the time. If you prefer to get something that looks a little bit more manly, feel free to go to the men's shaving aisle and get a face wash there. But realize that the only difference in those products that are quote-unquote for men is the packaging. They look different because they're marketing them to men, but the actual product inside, the formula, I guarantee is 99.9% the same thing as all the other products. Now, there's a subset of face washes that you should know about called exfoliators. And this is the one exception that I was talking about just a moment ago. These are face washes that are actually made to be not gentle. You've probably heard of exfoliation before, but you might not have a great idea of what it means. Well, it's pretty simple. See, right now your skin actually has a thin layer of dead skin cells on the outside in your stratum corneum. Now don't get freaked out, this is totally normal. Your skin cells will die over time and live, healthy new skin cells will grow in underneath them. But the old dead skin cells don't just automatically fall off. They kind of hang around until something knocks them loose or until you exfoliate. Exfoliation just means that a product helps remove that top layer of dead skin cells from your face in order to reveal that layer of fresh new skin that's hiding underneath. And typically your old dead skin cells have a little bit more of a dull complexion, whereas your new skin cells have sort of a rosier, healthier looking complexion. And regular exfoliation can help keep your skin looking a little better, a little younger, a little rosier. An exfoliating face wash or a scrub, you'll often see these products called a scrub. They usually have some kind of little micro beads inside. Often they're a different color, like you can see in these ones here, or at least the middle one. And when you use one of these products, you'll feel these microbeads on your face, and it should feel like a very gentle sort of scratchy feeling. Now, you don't want to exfoliate every day. About 3 times a week is enough, and I would say 3 times a week is maximum. If your skin is more sensitive, then you can definitely do 2 or even 1 time a week. And don't go crazy when you're exfoliating. If you go too rough, you could potentially damage your skin. Just gently rub it all around your face. And if you do want to exfoliate, I would just substitute this for your face wash in your daily routine. So instead of washing your face with a face wash, you could just use an exfoliator, and that would count as your as washing your face. Okay, so that's it for the first category of skincare products, washes and cleansers. Next up, let's talk about moisturizers and creams. This category includes all sorts of creams and lotions that help to moisturize your skin. They usually work by doing one of 2 things. They'll either, 1, draw water into your skin using ingredients called humectants that attract water, and or they also work by creating a barrier that prevents water inside your skin from evaporating. So it either draws new water in or it prevents water from evaporating. And the main benefit of moisturizers is that they help to keep your skin from getting dried out, which makes it look plumper, smoother, firmer, and younger. Once again, you do not want to spend a lot of money on one of these products. They all basically do the same thing. Don't get fooled by fancy packaging and advertising. Moisturizers moisturize your skin, and that's not something you need to spend a lot of money on. Now, I'm not saying that they're all exactly the same. There are differences, and you can definitely try out a few different ones that, to find out which one works the best for you. But overall, don't spend a lot of money on a moisturizer. And especially keep your eye out for one subset of moisturizers called eye creams. And eye creams are basically moisturizers that are made for the skin underneath your eyes. I would not recommend buying these either. In my opinion, these are basically just an overpriced marketing gimmick. The skin under your eyes is a little bit more delicate than the rest of the skin on your face, but you can really just use a regular moisturizer there as long as the moisturizer doesn't have anything too irritating in it. Once again, Cetaphil is a good basic lotion, but you can get just about anything here. Neutrogena, Aveeno, Dove, Everyman Jack, Kiehl's, Lab Series, all these moisturizers are going to be very similar, and there are a lot of good choices. The only stipulations I would have are, first, make sure that it's a face cream that you're using, and make sure it's, sorry, I lost my place there. Don't use a hand moisturizer on your face, because those are usually much thicker, and they could clog your pores and make you break out. So use a face cream. And secondly, I would recommend looking for non-comedogenic or oil-free moisturizers, because this will also help minimize acne and breakouts. These products are made with less oil, so they'll be less likely to clog your pores. Okay, the next main category is serums. Now, unlike face washes and moisturizers, serums are not all the same. And in order to get a good one, you're going to have to spend at least like $15 or so for a little 1-ounce vial, and you can potentially spend much more. You usually can't get good serums at the store. A lot of stores don't really even offer them, so I would check Amazon instead. You can also take your time and kind of read through the reviews at Amazon, so you can really make sure that because you're spending a little more money, you can make sure that you are getting a good product. So what is a serum? Serums are basically a liquid that you apply to your face, and they typically have a high concentration of beneficial ingredients. And that's the important thing, they have a high concentration of the ingredients. The best rated and reviewed serums generally contain at least 20% vitamin C, and a lot of them have a little vitamin E with ferulic acid. Ferulic acid is another antioxidant that just helps to keep the other ingredients stable. Since vitamin C can break down pretty easily, and if the vitamin C breaks down, then you're just not going to get the benefit from it in your serum. You could easily spend over $100 for a little vial like this, The original product was made by a company called SkinCeuticals, and it's a great product, but you don't have to spend that much money. You can spend 15 to 30 bucks or so on Amazon to get a knockoff, and it's basically going to be the exact same thing. It's going to have the same percentage of active ingredients, which is the most important thing. A serum is, like I said, it's a way of giving your skin a concentrated boost of really beneficial ingredients in a way that helps them to absorb really well and really deeply into your skin. A serum, as I said, is a liquid. It's like a water, and that's going to absorb into your skin more easily than a cream, which is going to sit a little bit more on the surface of your skin. Now, if you're going to buy a serum, I recommend making sure that it tells you the percentage of how much of the important ingredient is inside. In this case, vitamin C is kind of the main one, but the more percentages they tell you, the better. A lot of companies will market a skincare product as containing vitamin C, or they'll say this, moisturizer contains green tea extract or something like that, but they usually don't tell you how much. And really, the truth is, there might be literally 0.0001% of green tea in that formula, and I'm not exaggerating. Sometimes these companies will put in just a negligible amount of an ingredient just so they can put it on the label. It's not honest, and it's underhanded thing to do, but it happens all the time. So if you're using a vitamin C serum, as I recommend in your daily morning routine, definitely look for one with at least 20% vitamin C. Finally, I recommend storing your serum in a cool, dark, dry place, and this also just helps keep the vitamin C stable. The refrigerator would be a great place. I know it's not super convenient, but it's cool and it's dark, and it'll keep your product in a good condition for a long time. The problem with keeping it in the bathroom is that if you take hot showers, the heat and humidity from the shower could speed up the breakdown of the vitamin C. You can keep it in the bathroom. I usually do too, just because that's so much easier. But I would recommend putting it in the back of a drawer or somewhere where it's going to be a little insulated from all that heat and humidity. Here's one that I bought on Amazon.com, and this worked really well. I got compliments on my skin from male friends, and that's very rare. You can't see the price here, but this was like 15 bucks. I think it was $15.95. And I know that might sound like a lot for just 1 ounce of a product, but keep in mind that you only need a couple drops at a time. A serum like this comes with a dropper. If you look on the left there, you can see some of the droppers, the white lids on the top of the product. And all you need to do to apply this product is you just put about, 5 or so drops on your face, and just spread it around until you've got it everywhere and until it feels dry. And that 1 ounce will last you a long time. Okay, now as far as specialty products go, we're going to cover a few different kinds in this program: anti-aging products, acne products, and sun protection products. Now, I mention these just to point out that these products usually come in what looks like a serum or a moisturizer. They come in a packaging that makes them look like they're a serum or a moisturizer. But the one thing that separates these products from a regular moisturizer is the specific active ingredients inside them. And in a lot of cases, that specific product makes it an over-the-counter drug. And we're going to cover those ingredients, what they are, and what they do in the next couple of videos. Okay, so this video gave you a quick overview of the main types of skincare products. In the next video, you're going to learn about the effect of sun on your skin and what to do about sunscreen. It's a short video, but it's a really important one, so listen close.